Are you sure about that 5 minutes?
Ignore the question.
Are you sure about that 5 minutes?
I don't know.
I think you made your point.
Are you sure about that 5 minutes?
I may have been mistaken.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
What's happening, guys? Supernova here, back with another video. Before we get started, I just want to let you know, due to popular demand, we now officially have a Nintendo Dude Bro, and as with the PlayStation Dude Bro, I would like to ask you guys for your suggestions on what should be on his shirt and what his catchphrase should be. The first thing that came to mind, and probably the easiest go-to thing, was Reggie Fils-Aimé on the shirt with a "My body is ready" catchphrase, but I think that's kind of too easy. So I'm once again asking you guys for your help, and hopefully we'll be able to use my Nintendo Dude Bro in a future video. With that said, let's get into this video. As the console war rages on and on and on, fanboys from both sides constantly look for something, anything they can hold over the head of their competitors. It's all about that storage speed, bro. That SSD, yo. It's all about that GPU, bro. Drop two flops, yo. I bring this up because PlayStation fanboys are now going crazy because of an article that claims some devs say the PlayStation 5's architecture is better than any console in history. Here's the problem with that, PlayStation fanboys. How do you know that's true?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Wait, you know what? Let's read the article and let's see who said that. Here's the exact quote. Developers and publishers continue to praise the design of the PS5. Some have told GameBeat that it has better architecture than any console in history. Some have told GameBeat. Okay, who is some?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
This is a problem with a lot of the articles and news that we get. It's, some developers have said this. Publishers have told us this. Who? Which dev? Which publisher? Can you give us like one name? Just one? This is the problem with all of these articles and tweets. It's all anonymous sources. And I'm sorry, call me skeptical, call me untrusting, but in my book, anonymous sources are bullshit. And to all of you Xbox fanboys out there who go crazy because of an article that said an ex-Sony dev said that the power difference between the Xbox Series X and the PS5 is quite staggering. Well, this quote came from ex-Sony dev Chris Grenell. It came from a tweet of his, actually. Well, let's read that tweet. His tweet reads, "I've chatted to a few devs and they've confirmed the power difference is quite staggering. However, they have said it doesn't mean you can't make good games on the PS5. These fanboys clearly don't care about that and are massively rattled." Wow, that's awesome, Chris Grenell and Xbox fanboys. The only problem is, who are a few devs? Has he named any devs? No. This is once again anonymous source bullshit. And I know Xbox fanboys will be quick to come to his defense as if everything he's saying must be true because he's an ex-Sony developer and that somehow gives him credit. But it doesn't. It doesn't give him any credit. He just said a few devs told him. I don't know if he's telling the truth. Do you know if he's telling the truth? No, you don't know if he's telling the truth. He's also someone with no first-hand knowledge of either console, so he can't tell us for himself what the power difference is. And now let me be clear. I am in no way saying that he is lying. I'm just saying that I have no way of knowing if the things that he is saying are true. And those are two completely different things. And if you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, this is the problem that we have. Constant articles, constant tweets of some dev told us this, a publisher told us that. Unless someone gives a name and says this person said this, and that person has first-hand knowledge of the consoles, again, it's anonymous source bullshit, and you can't lend any credence to the information. But the fanboys are quick to cling to anything that makes their console look better. Oh, this person said that the power difference between the X and the PlayStation 5 is quite staggering and the Xbox Series X is a beast. Oh, I'm going to believe that wholeheartedly without questioning it at all. I'm also going to tell everybody I know that that's what the truth is. even though I don't know it's true. Oh, this developer said that PlayStation 5 has the best architecture of any console in the history of the world. I'm gonna believe that, even though I have no idea who the fuck said it or if it's true.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that?
But I'm gonna assume it's true and then tell everybody I know in the world that this is true. And this is what happens over and over and over again. And for those of you out there who want to just believe it because a quote-unquote trusted media outlet wrote it, don't you understand that is what they do? Their job is to write headlines and write articles that get your attention and get clicks. What's an easy and quick way to do that? This dev told me this, so bam, I'm gonna write an article about it. Do you have any evidence? No. Do you have any facts? No. So what? You just gonna write an article because some unnamed dev told you something? Absolutely. And it gets millions and millions of clicks and reads. That's what media does. They do it in gaming, they do it in technology, they do it in politics, they do it everywhere. An anonymous source told me this, headline. An anonymous source told us this, headline. There is no way to verify the information. And like I said, in my book, anonymous sources equal bullshit. You can choose to believe them if you want. I choose not to, because I don't believe things I can't verify. This leads me to my next point. None of us, not the PlayStation fanboys, not the Xbox fanboys, have seen a single game running in real time on either of these machines. None of us. Not a single game. And I have a lot of people in the comments, not just fanboys, saying, oh, games are going to look so much better on this system. Or, oh, games are going to run so much better on that system. And my usual comment is, we'll see. Or we'll find out. Because we don't know. Just because Xbox Series X has a teraflop advantage doesn't guarantee that games are going to look and run better on that system. In theory they will, based on the numbers. But have you seen games running on the system yet? No, you haven't. So do you know? No, you don't. In theory, PlayStation 5 games are going to have larger, more detailed worlds. But do we know that? No, we don't. We haven't seen any games running on PlayStation 5. We haven't seen any games running on Xbox Series X. And for those of you who are quick to say, well, we saw Hellblade 2 running on it, no, we didn't. You saw a cinematic captured in-engine, which is not the same as a game running in real time. People need to understand this. There is a difference. Also, everything shown at the Xbox third-party gameplay event was not running on a Series X. It was running on PC, which is why everything had a disclaimer at the bottom that read, Game and Console in Development, footage representative of expected Xbox Series X gameplay. We have seen zero gameplay on either system to this point. So just like the title of this video says, have you seen any games? Then you don't know shit. We can list specs back and forth all day long for either system. We can say this dev said this and here's a quote from this person saying this dev said that. It all means nothing. We haven't seen any games yet, so we don't know shit. And I'm not claiming innocence here. I'm 100% guilty of doing the very thing I'm talking about in this video, of taking articles at face value and using the information within as evidence to form some type of argument if I'm having a little back and forth debate with somebody. We all get excited about gaming news, so when gaming news comes out, we're quick to take that news and run with it. And when we hear exciting things, we also get excited and we get caught up in the excitement. But at the end of the day, we need to remember that a lot of the things that we read or see are unverified. So we can't just believe them because we read it. And a lot of these quotes from devs or publishers are also unverified. And we have no idea who's saying these things. No one's putting a name to the quote or a name or a face to the statement. So how can we believe any of this information? We can't. So at the end of the day, if we haven't seen games, we don't know shit. And to all of the fanboys in the comments who talk mad shit about how great and amazing their games are going to look or how much better their games are going to look, I hope that that's the case. I hope that you're right. Because if you're wrong, then man, you're going to look like a huge, huge asshole. So the main point of this video is, hey, how about you stop talking shit? Everybody, and let the games do the talking. Because up to this point, you guys don't know anything. None of us do. We haven't seen any games, so we don't know shit. Well, that's the video, guys. And I just made this video because we get these quotes and statements, and if we have this anonymous developer saying this machine is better and this anonymous developer saying that that machine is better, they can't both be right. So at the end of the day, it's really going to be the games that do the talking. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next Supernova.